Hello guys, and welcome to weekly tracking here on Gold. It's a new week, it's Monday, and we're currently on the Asian session, about to go into the London session in a couple of hours. Listen guys, I'm just going to make it really easy. Let's look over here on the larger time frame perspective. On the daily time frame here on Gold, last week we saw a retest of a complete retest of this region at 1810, and we blew up all the way to 1844. I was actually expecting a further breakdown of price to at least first this region here on 1787, which I'm going to take off now. For now, we're going to have something like this. Yeah, let me copy and paste this. This is a very important region though, so I'll keep an eye on that. So currently we see price come back to retest this major key level right here, 1 2. So what I'm expecting going forward is a continuous rollover. If I should put a little trend line here, this might be an extra confirmation when price gets here and breaks it, right? So something like this also plays out great, yeah, to the T. All right, so currently what I'm expecting going forward this week is price breaking back into this region, retest of this level, and hold down at least to break through 1810. If this week we have a price breakdown of 1810, if price breaks through 1810, then we could see price rally down to 1784 and probably 1760, depending on the volatility in the market. So currently, what am I seeing right now? Let's slide down to the other time frame so we could see what we want to see there. Yeah, so over here on the 1 hour time frame, let's look at the price action from last week. We had a beautiful trade last week when price was around here during the London session. I was expecting price to come up here in the New York session, a retest of this key level, a touch of this. Okay, that was the trend line I drew later, but this was a perfect level for 61.8 retracement level, as according to from this point to this point. So for the week, for the day, intraday perspective, I'm expecting a touch of this trend line at this point going into the London session. And if there's a huge rejection of it, I might see price continue to roll over. But if there's a break of it, there's a break of this trend line, and price breaks through this level too, then we might see price just continue upwards, meaning that price has already come over here to pick off orders as a retest of the major key level right here. So we might just see this as a double bottom to retest this region here, and we'll see price head on to 1868. So this is purely just follow what price is doing. So we could see that price here rejected this region here and came over here and rejecting this region, which is actually a key key region, right? So we might just expect price to just head back to 1868 that I've been talking about, and probably break through it and will continue bullish, right? So it depends on what price gives us. As you can see a little bit, we could see that actually, even though we had a good trade last week, we could see on the 4 hours time frame, it feels like price is indecisive. Run up to 1841, came back again, run up to 1841 again, it rejected 1828 again. So we could be seeing that a break of between 1841 and 1828, we could decide where price would go. Well, if I'm to just trade intraday on the 1 hour time frame, then I'll be expecting a test of this trend line right here during the London session. Then that would actually, if you draw my Fibonacci, my fib from this level last week to the new low it made, we could see that price will bounce at 78.6, which is also a good key level for rejection. So that would play a good role, and then we might see price roll down to TP1 actually 1828 again, and then TP2 we could see price come all the way to 1820, 1819. So I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and let's see how gold gives us new structures, and let's see how gold plays out. See you on Wednesday. Ciao. Hello guys, and welcome to weekly tracking here on Gold. It's Wednesday, and here to track gold. Gold in the past couple of days has been tricky, because after we had this inverse head and shoulder pattern, we were expecting a rollover from this point down to this point at least. Yeah, but as we could see, new structure began to form as at yesterday. Yeah, Tuesday we had a new structure when price decided to reject this region on Monday for the third time, because we saw on Friday price refuses to break through this region, and then we had this strong pin bar rejection here on Monday. So we were expecting, oh okay, it may be a huge promise that okay, price is refusing to go below this region. And remember, prior to that I was like, if price breaks through 1844 region, then we could see price might just surge all the way to 1868, right? And yesterday we had this break of the structure. On New York section we had this drop. London session prior to that we had this drop. We're expecting a continuation, but price actually rejected this region again, making it more like a higher low, higher low, higher low. So which means we are looking for higher highs right now. So on this point we broke through this region yesterday, broke through the high made on the 20th of January here, which is making a new high at 1853. So at this point we are expecting a continuation of the bullish trend. And looking at what's happening right now before going to the London session in 50 minutes, I'm expecting price to probably jump into this region, give me a rejection pattern here, and then we'll join the bullish trend and ride it upwards. That way we could see how we could join the trend for the bullish trend on gold. So going forward, going into the London session, we just expect price to probably drop a little bit into this region to pick up some orders and reject this resistance zone here right now. That way we could just join the trend. On the 15 minutes time frame over here, we could see price really dropping a little bit. So if I pull up my Fibonacci right now quickly, before it made these highs yesterday, so we would expect a rejection at 50 region and 61.8. At this point we could have much confidence to join the bullish trend and ride it up. All right, take profits. First TP at 1853.00, second TP at 1858, and third TP at 1865 region. That was almost at perfect region of the previous highs made in the past weeks. So we'll see how the price plays out in gold going forward for the rest of the week, and then I'll keep you guys updated on Friday. See you guys on Friday. Ciao. Hello guys, and welcome to weekly tracking here on gold. On Wednesday I was expecting price to actually reject this region, and we could see a push to 1868, but nah, it didn't happen. If we look at the type parts right now, we could see in the last 2 days there's been a strong bullish and bearish dump on gold. Inversely, we could say there's been a strong strength on the dollar. The strength of the dollar. All right. Going forward, what am I expecting here on gold? Quite simple. Price could actually come back here during the London session and give me some rejection pattern. Then we'll continue this trend to 1786, or probably come to retest this 1, 2, 3 trend line, retest of it at this point at 1813, 1815 region, and we could shut it down to to shut it down to 1786 for one, because I expect price to probably reject this region, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rejected this region, so probably price reject this region too, and then probably consolidate a little bit before breaking down. But on the larger time perspective, we could see this pattern that just about to play out. So you could see price in the long term perspective probably come to this region before finally deciding to continue the bullish sentiment. All right, for now, for the rest of the day, going to the London session, price, I'm expecting price to probably just continue bearish momentum to this point. Be looking for bearish continuation patterns. None is playing out yet, so if we see that option, we'll play it out, and then let me take some of these things out right now. It's not necessary. Okay. All right. Going forward for gold, I'm expecting continuation in the bearish pattern to at least 1786. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Ciao.